Okay, so light emitting diode, as I said, a diode is a device that only lets current flow in one direction. You should know about current. You should remember what current is. Voltage, current, resistance. We did all these during the using the electricity topic. So the flow of current flows through a circuit in certain directions. It flows from the negative side to the positive side. Okay? Negative flow of electrons, flow of charge is current. Okay? Don't remember these things, we could brush up on using the electricity topic. So a diode is a device which allows current to flow through in one direction. Now to draw a diode, you must remember the circuit diagram, so a new circuit diagram. So a diode looks like an arrow, like that, with a line on the end. And that's the wires to connect to the rest of the circuit. That's what a diode looks like. Okay? Now, I can draw a diode in two different ways. Obviously, I can have it this way round, or I can have it this way round. Okay? And diodes only allow current to flow through in one direction. Now, the easiest way to remember which way current cannot flow is consider it as an arrow and a wall. Okay? Here's an arrow looks like this, and here is your wall here. Okay? Arrow into a wall. Think of it as a brick wall. Think of it as an arrow coming from a bow and arrow. Okay? You cannot fire an arrow from a bow and arrow through a brick wall. Doesn't happen. Can't do it. If I fire an arrow at that wall, it ain't going to go through it. What arrow do you know can go through a concrete wall? What's that? Dynamite attached it. That's dynamite. That's not the arrow. One Rambo has will still not go through a brick wall. May go through armour piercing arrows, but they won't go through a brick wall. So, if you try and put current this way through this one, it will not flow through it. Current will not flow this way through the diode. It will not flow. Current will not flow that way. Current will be able to flow the other way. Okay? You will be able to push current the other way. Now, it's hard, the analogy from talking about current flowing the other way. Current flowing this way is always quite easy because you say arrow into the wall. Doesn't work. Arrow will not go through the wall. This way, it's a bit weaker, okay? So you have to be a bit more imaginative about this one. You have to think, okay, there was a little tiny hole in that wall. And you went up to that tiny hole and you stick your finger in that hole and you could then start chipping away at the hole and make the hole bigger and then you could climb through the hole. Exactly, doesn't really work. Right, what I'm saying is arrow into the wall doesn't work, other way it does. Okay? What I sometimes think about is, okay, think about this one it's getting bigger. It's getting bigger and coming out the way. So it's allowed to get through that little gap and then get bigger. Okay? So this way, in this diode here, the current can flow this way, but it can't flow this way. The arrow cannot get through the wall by going this way, it can go that way though. So a diode is a device which allows current to flow in one direction. Hold this down please. A diode is an electronic component which allows current to flow through it in only one direction. Okay? So only one direction can current flow through a diode. Now, a diode is one thing, okay? A light emitting diode is simply the same diagram, but it emits light. Same component, but this time it allows light to come out when current flows through. If current is not getting light to flow through it, it doesn't allow light out. It doesn't emit any light. Okay? So you can maybe remember the arrow through the wall. Arrows don't go through Wall. Arrows don't go through walls. Put that somewhere. Try and remember that. The arrow cannot go through the wall. Maybe make sure you draw it the other way around. Unlike Shug, he seems to have drawn it the same way around. Yes, it's not to the top. One of you just gonna have to go home and change. Copy two. I think we're far enough away not to copy out of each other. Oh, who copy two in terms of what they're wearing? Oh, they did it on the phone last night. What are you doing? Stupid.
Oh, that guy got offended. That was a big family girl.
Okay, so light mount diodes. We're going to look at diodes first. Diodes only allow current to flow through in one direction. If you put them in a circuit with the diode facing the wrong way, then some will light and some will not light.